Michelle Chrysler, and I'm part of the board of the Mount Mitchell Prairie Guard of Mount Mitchell Heritage Prairie in Wabunsee County. The park was originally to recognize Captain William Mitchell and the group that came from Connecticut when Kansas was a territory. So they came with the hopes to be sure that Kansas would enter the Union as a free state. And then a few more additions to the history is the Native American culture that was present there way before Captain Mitchell showed up. Well, the Underground Railroad, this portion of it in Wabunsee County was further west than almost anywhere else in the country. So as the routes where people who were escaping slavery, as the routes were being watched, say the Lane Trail, which goes north out of Topeka, were being watched more closely, the people who were helping the freedom seekers, they directed them further west before they came north. And so that's where the Wabunsee area came into being important to them. And it was near the end of the Underground Railroad that was being used. Originally, it was a 30-acre piece of land with the hilltop of Mount Mitchell, and now it is 164 acres. We have included more of the lower prairie area around the hill, Mount Mitchell, and it was CRP property with the farming going on there, and now we're trying to turn it back into a grassland prairie. We do plan once a year an annual open house, kind of. It's kind of a three-prong approach. There's prairie involved, and we have docents on the Mount Mitchell trails, and they're doing plant ID for people. And then we also have an opportunity for the public to see Captain Mitchell's original log cabin wall. It is within the house on the farmstead, and the farmstead and actually Mount Mitchell were listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. And also the U.S. Park Service notices that the farmstead itself was important to the Underground Railroad. It's open year-round, dawn to dusk. There are plenty of people that use it for exercise, and during COVID, there were people. I live at the base of the hill, so we saw people up on those trails nearly every day. It was wonderful to see all of the use from the families in the area, and also students from K-State come and talk about geology and the prairie ecosystem and the Native American cultural aspects of that area. We live in a place where something historically significant actually happened, and sometimes you can go to those locations and say, something important happened here. Well, there's nothing to see. Well, in this case, you can see actually the building where the people lived. You can see the ruts where the trails were. It just makes you feel like you're part of that history to be able to walk in the same steps where those people did so long ago. Well, we are this year, hopefully, with additions of the match money from last year, we're going to include some utilities in the area with the pavilion, electric and water, and a better road, an ADA parking, a place for buses to come and turn around and things like that. So more access to people is the biggest thing. Another project that the Prairie Guards are working on is in conjunction with the city of Alma. They have been helping in the predominantly African American portions of the cemetery. They are restoring the monuments and perhaps places where there were no monuments, determining where there should be a stone for a person that's buried in the Alma Cemetery. We just are so thankful that there is the opportunity for matching funds and that we can use it to the best of our ability to make the most of what people have donated.